quarterfinal clash against Zambia on Friday. Training took place at the Academies Raja in Casablanca, with another session set to hold tomorrow as well. Nigeria opened the tournament with a 3-0 win over Tunisia, struggled to a narrow 1-0 win over Botswana, and went on to a goalless draw against Algeria. Now, these mixed results have sparked some apprehension from fans who are expected a stronger showing from the Falcons ahead of the knockout stage, where they'll be facing a dangerous Zambian side. We're being joined by News Central's anchor in Casablanca, Onyinyechi Obaro. She's been covering the team's performance and progress in the competition so far. Onyinyechi, thank you so much for coming through tonight. I know it's a bit late in Casablanca, but so far so good. From the training session that you witnessed today, is the body language of the team changing in any way?
Thank you so much, Tunde. I believe the body language should be changing with what I saw in training today. So the Super Falcons of Nigeria had their training after a day rest from the final group game against Algeria. Yes, it was a barren draw against Algeria. They began with a group photo session after they got their jerseys, because I've been wondering why they're not wearing their training jerseys for a long time. But report reaching us is that they got it not quite long, got the jerseys into Casablanca, and that's the reason why they are having a photo session with it. So the first 15 minutes of the training was open to the media, but we're told to allow them, give them time to have that photo session. So after the photo session, there was no interview with any player. We're just told to take the training session. Now, every single player are in good condition. We did not hear about anyone injured. Nobody was sidelined. Of course, Deborah Abiodun is back. Will be back at this time because she missed that game against Algeria. So she'll be back at the quarterfinal with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. We understand that also that the backroom staff and the coaching crew, they had a closed-door meeting where they were able to evaluate the Super Falcons' performance from the 3 games played in the group stage. Now, they were able to understand what they need to do next going into the quarterfinal, where they misstep, and also what they need to correct going into that game on Friday in the quarterfinal. So those were the little observations I did notice in that training today when I caught up with them.
Well, Onyinyechi, quick question. You do know that Nigerian teams, when they do travel, there have always been this interesting issue of match bonuses, match allowances. We've not heard anything so far. Is it because they're keeping it under wraps, or there are no issues?
At this time, I would say they are keeping it under wraps. The last thing we heard about bonus issue was at the pre-match press conference heralding the game against Algeria, where the journalist asked a question to Jennifer Echegini, who represented the players, and she said at this time that they are just not focusing on that. They're focusing on the competition. Even under the promise of the Nigerian Football Federation President, Ibrahim Guzo, that he will settle the players. She says that they are not focused on that. Even the exclusive interviews that I had with Francisca Odega, Ifama Onumonu, and Rinsala Babajide, they say they're not focused on that money will come. They're just incentive for them, that they are focused on the competition, they are focused on Mission X. So it means all the players are trying to channel their attention to Mission X, their attention to the quarterfinal that they have against Zambia. Yes, bonuses is something that I think is a factor that may affect play. Remember that the Ghanaian girls, they got their bonus before their last group match in this Women's African Cup of Nations, and you can see where Ghana is right now. They are in the quarterfinal. There's something money does. So I'm hoping that the Nigerian Football Federation can take a leaf from the Ghana Football Association and put a smile on the faces of these girls.
Amen to that, because this team needs all the motivation it can get. They're facing probably the fastest rising women's power in African football, Zambia, on Friday. If they get that motivation, we might see a good performance from them on Friday. Onyinyechi Obaro, all the way from Casablanca, thank you so much for coming through tonight on Game On. We'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. Onyinyechi, you've heard from Onyinyechi as well. Seems everything is all right in camp, but on the surface.
On the surface, Tunde, last weekend, Osazu Obayiwana, put the question across to the NFF president. You know, they said they have been owing them since 2021. And
2021?
Yes, about $13,000, you know.
Per player?
Per player, you know, accumulated sum. But the NFF president said it was just a little outstanding. You know, those are the issues. I know the players, I know their mindset. They don't want to talk on camera because of what happened to Desire Okparane, so that they will not be singled out and, you know, shut out of the team. But these things will always come to the surface one day.
Well, I just hope it doesn't blow up in our faces anytime soon. And I hope we've had a Nigerian team that refused to come back to Nigeria after they played the final of that was, I think, in
South Africa. South Africa. Then in Cameroon, when they won, they refused to hand over the trophy.
Oh, wow.
Until the late President Muhammadu Buhari ordered Abba Kyari to pay them.
Must we get to that? That's the question I have for the Nigeria Football Federation.